Brotherhood at stake. Explosive allegations threaten Prince William and Harry's bond. Recently, the media began to stir up bad rumors about the marriage of Princess Diana and her husband. It looks like this could be a life-changing shock for brothers Harry and William. So what is the truth of this story? Let's watch the whole video together. Don't forget, we are the Bring Me Back UK YouTube channel. Today, a royal commentator has claimed Prince William and Prince Harry are set to be rocked by new revelations about their mother, the late Princess Diana, from one of her former bodyguards. Specifically, Ken Wharfe, who was personal protection officer to the late Princess of Wales from 1987 to 1993, has made some new claims about Diana and her affair with James Hewitt. Wharfe, who will appear in a Channel 5 documentary next week, also claimed that on a Majorcan holiday with her boys, Diana revealed her distress at her husband Charles's affair with Camilla, according to the Mail's Ephraim Hardcastle. Elsewhere, Wharfe spoke about working with William and Harry when they were children. Despite the ongoing feud now, the two brothers used to be very close when they were little, according to the former Met cop. Diana and her husband at that time were going through a very difficult period of their life. However, both of them didn't want their situation to be known by the children. They had a blissful, happy life at that point. Firstly, after this information broke out, I wondered why Ken Wharfe said it now. Ken Wharfe is looking for some more funding to support his lifestyle. What a joke! It is over a quarter of a century since the Princess of Wales died, and now he decides he needs to share her supposed conversations with her sons. Too treacherous for words. Allow the woman to rest in peace. We all know that she was far from perfect, however, none of us are perfect. So let it go, or is Wharfe's bank manager on his back? However, to discuss this issue more closely, I think neither Diana nor Charles were admirable figures in their marriage at the end of it. So let's call it a day on the stories and let Diana rest in peace, and for King Charles to beat cancer and have a successful reign. We know Diana was unhappy regarding Camilla, so this is not news. For someone who admired Diana so much, he's happy to continue making money from being her bodyguard. Paid position, not her friend. Just a shame the late Queen didn't agree to Charles marrying Camilla in the first place. Charles should have grown a pair and told his mother that he was going to marry the woman he loves. It would have saved a lot of heartache, which continues to this day. The truth is, Diana was no angel and not the shy girl she seemed to be. She soon lapped up the fame and took the light off her husband on trips to Commonwealth countries, and she was really unsuitable as a future queen. Drinking and eating too much and being sick to keep her figure. Not a healthy attitude, and she also had far more lovers while Charles only loved one person, and it was not her. I blame the Queen. She did the same thing she had done before to her sister and made her life a misery, and almost made King Charles's life a misery as well. To blame it all on Camilla now is, what can I say, after all this time? Too much hate. However, in the past, they've been plagued with scandal for a long time, from Wallis Simpson to who knows what, so another scandal is nothing surprising. And if Harry is found out not a Windsor, he and Meghan Mouth will be suing the palace and Britain. Another wanting fame by telling secrets. What an awful lot of nobodies trying to make something out of his truths from 30-odd years ago. Oh, please. Who on this earth is an angel? Even the Pope has flaws, however. I'm not about to vilify a dead person to suit an agenda. I see you have managed to vilify Diana and the late Queen Elizabeth. No matter what I say, I still feel that Princess Diana also felt pitiful for having an adulterous husband. However, he had power, so resignation was inevitable. What was she supposed to do, act like a nun when her husband Charles was seeing Camilla? He started it by seeing Camilla both before and after he and Diana married. If it wasn't with Camilla, then Diana would still be alive today. On the other hand, that would be the biggest scandal ever, and it would mean that Harry would not be a prince, which means that the dinghy would leave him in a heartbeat. However, why bring all this up again? I guess he's short of money. I think everyone's made up their minds about the situation that existed at that time. Scraping the barrel. He's been champing at the bit for years for his payday to come. His Official Secrets Act mustn't cover besmirching or harming the memory of Princess Diana. On the other side, they will never do a DNA test on Harry. His hair clippings are carefully destroyed at the barber's. Do not comment or attack these issues because it is very karmic. However, he was already born before all this. He also, if you bother to look, has his father, the king's, eyes. The affair was way after Harry was born. It saddens me to say in some photos, his facial expressions make him the double Charles. Incredible that so many people can take advantage of a deceased person's story and somehow twist it to attack her bereaved son that they hate. However, not the son that they like. It goes to show the lengths people will go to defame others. Not just blame them for what they do, however, for what their dead parent may or may not have done. However, like I say, somehow giving a reprieve to the other son, it's eye-opening. Anyone who doesn't know by now that the hate for Harry and Meghan is based entirely upon gossip and lies should take heed. It is their own gossip and their own fibs that make people question their commitment to the royal family, along with direction accusations, which people like you seem to want to overlook. In addition, I see no reason to doctor that picture at all. It was a perfectly nice photo, so why so many changes? As for Harry and Meghan's kids, this argument that they are not real is laughable. Take it up with Charles on why he allowed 2 random children to have prince and princess titles. A bit dense of him if that was the case. This is not new. All of these details and a lot more were revealed by a succession of bodyguards, including the married one who had an affair with Diana before her marriage breakup. All in the book Battle of Brothers, published in 2021 by historian Robert Lacey, who won a literary award for his book. Especially, I think she would be happy with William and Catherine and her gorgeous grandchildren, too. I'm not sure she would be impressed with Meghan and Harry attacking the royals as they have. She was always proud and protective of William as the future king and her hopes for Harry to be his wingman. Yeah, she never once slated them and was loyal to the royal family. She believed in everything they stood for, so no, without the aid of a crystal ball, she would not be proud of Harry and Meghan right now. Finally, Harry needs to face the facts and come to terms with the truth. Diana was no saint. Diana died as a result of being in a car with a drunk driver, and Diana was not wearing a seatbelt. The only person in the car wearing a seatbelt survived. Diana refused palace protection. Diana actively called in court the press and paparazzi just like Meghan does. To corroborate it all, a royal doctor has to be present at a royal birth, so it is proven the child is of the mother's body. As you say, there was no statement from a doctor on the palace gates, and there is allegedly no record of a birth at the hospital. They mentioned ditto with Lillibucks in California. Never before, I would bet on it, has a royal doctor witnessed a woman in the royal family giving birth to a moon bump. Actually, you are misinformed there. William visited his Spencer relatives following his mother's death to gain some insight into his mother's behavior. Diana quite inappropriately burdened William with a lot of details about her lovers. She also told William that the watch he had been given by his father for his birthday contained a listening device to spy on her. After the Martin Bashir inquiry, William acknowledged his mother's paranoia publicly, saying Martin Bashir's lies made it worse. His Spencer family told William about his mother's childhood and the impact of Earl Spencer's abusive relationship with William's grandmother, Frances. Harry refused to accompany William, which was a tragic mistake as it would have helped him to understand why she behaved the way she did and the real reasons the marriage failed. After all, I think William knows the facts. No need to ping it out to him. He is intelligent and knows the truth about his mother. Harry D's and he still thinks she is a saint and that the media are responsible for her passing. Recently, there was information about a former royal bodyguard making a series of revelations about the marital relationship of the late Princess Diana and her husband. How do you feel about this and the actions of that close bodyguard sharing everything after a long time since Princess Diana passed away? Please leave a comment to let us know. Don't hesitate to give us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and see you again.